We've come to the close of day one of Google I/O 2018, and as the day draws to an end, Google has announced some major product announcements that will shape the way that we market for years to come. I'm Ian Becraft, VP of Experience Strategy at Epsilon, and two of the major trends we saw here today were one, making Google Assistant more intelligent, and building on the camera as a platform. For the Intelligent Assistant, the best demo we saw of this was Google's Duplex technology. Essentially, it's a technology that allows Google's Assistant to complete tasks on the behalf of the user that typically would require a human to have a conversation with another human to complete. The demo on stage allowed a person to make a call using their assistant in the background and call a restaurant that was not available on any digital platform to make a reservation. Now, this demo was jaw-dropping because it actually allowed a machine to talk to a human using human natural language generation, and the difference between man and machine was imperceptible. Absolutely mind-blowing. The next example was nuanced and multi-layered queries. If I wanted to say, hey Google, make an appointment at Mario's Barbershop for 7 o'clock on Wednesday night, Google Assistant would actually know what the entire query was asking for and whether or not it would be able to complete the assignment. Finally, there was the addition of predictive steps and app slices. Predictive allows apps to go to the next step. Both Android and iOS can predict which apps you're most likely to be using in any given context. But with predictive actions, it allows it to actually understand which actions you're likely to take within that app. So instead of just opening up my Strava app, it will actually allow me to start a workout or play a specific playlist on Pandora or Spotify specifically from the search box. App Slices allows you to go to one step further and actually complete full actions within the search bar. So I can actually see the charge for a Lyft ride and book the ride from the search bar itself or through Google Assistant. The second trend we saw was building on the camera as a platform. This is a trend we've been seeing for the last several years, especially through things like Snapchat Lenses and Instagram. Now, Google was able to bring out Google Lens last year as an additional app for multiple handsets. This time it's being baked into the operating system level through the camera app on the phones. It essentially allows a new processing layer on top of any imagery that the camera can see, starting with things like augmented reality and augmented reality in Maps. Maps are great and get you from one destination to another, but they can't solve the last mile problem of driving you to a specific location once you've gotten to your destination. Augmented reality Maps uses a virtual positioning system to essentially use that camera information to direct you where you need to go within your environment using that camera. This is really important for CPG brands and retailers to get consumers to shelf. I can get you to a Lowe's, but I can't get you directly to the number 8 hex wrench that you've been searching for. With something like the visual positioning system, that gap between getting into a destination and getting to a product starts to close a lot more. The next item was Style Match, allowing the camera to observe specific objects within scenes and give you information on each one of those individually. If you see a book or perhaps an outfit or even home decor that you're interested in, it'll give you information on what that is and find items like that and perhaps even drive you to a store where you can buy those online. This is a huge moment for e-commerce in this particular realm because it adds a shoppable layer to the entire world around you. Now, all of this is really important to Google's mission of giving you information before you even need to know it. It also is an important thing for marketers to realize from a media perspective. It's really changing the territory in Google's favor. More and more information is going to be delivered to consumers algorithmically through their smart assistants, taking them away from things like search results and sifting through pages of results from other platforms. Now, this is important for Google because it's self-disruption from their own way of searching, but that's also the way pretty much every other platform works. Yelp or any of the other magazines and publishers tend to produce results in this way. Now, pulling you away from their results and into their algorithmic marketing now gives them control over that conversation and makes it even more important for marketers to understand where consumers are going to be making those queries and how to deliver those types of information algorithmically. This could impact display and the media ecosystem dramatically as publishers get less media dollars from display and banner ads, and more of those dollars are driven to algorithmic search through assistant-based interactions. Thanks for joining me. Hope I'll see you soon.